say?
बताता हूँ.
Let's face it, no one ever left home to become one with the crowd. No one ever hit the road without a drive and without a need to succeed. No one, never. Because the whole idea to start on your own is to find your passion, to discover something novel, moving, inspiring, to discover something new and extraordinary in yourself, the idea and the business you choose to do. Consider a new role. Find an entrepreneur in you. Take risks. Crave for the new. Build new relationships. Find new energy to break all barriers. Become one with your idea, your passion and belief. Well, since 1999, we have partnered and nurtured more business relationships than any other company. Helping entrepreneurs explore new businesses is not just what we believe in. It has always been who we are. Since Gaurav packed his bags and left off in search of the extraordinary, we have opened and put more businesses on a growth path than anybody else. And the best thing about growth is that it never stops knocking on the doors of successful people. Successful people who are always looking for the right opportunity. We all get a moment with that opportunity. And right now, somewhere around you, right here, there is an opportunity waiting just for you. An opportunity that could lead you on your path for the rest of your life. As franchise Indians every day, everything we do is creating an opportunity for you. Because your growth is our business.
Hello and good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this special webinar series called Bharat Franchise Show, presented by Franchise India. This is our 32nd edition of Bharat Franchise Show. We are back with the same excitement to help you in your journey to become a successful entrepreneur. Over the last 27 years, Franchise India has helped thousands of investors selecting the right franchise business for them. In this series of Bharat Franchise Show, we showcase business opportunities with selected brands actively seeking for franchise partners in India. These brands have proven track record of profitability, sustainability, and they are committed to provide intensive support. Today, we will showcase some of the best promising international brands looking for their franchise business expansion in different parts of India. We'll start with Noodlebox. And to present it, we have Suraj as the Senior Vice President, Frank Global. But before I request to start the presentation, my request is to please, to all the viewers, that you all have opportunity to ask questions related to the brand. My suggestion is to please keep on posting your queries into the Q&A box to make this session more interactive. We will come back to you with the answers once the presentation is over. We will have almost like 4 brands from different countries. So please stick to this webinar and we'll now start the presentation. I would now request Iswara sir, please take the lead and let's start with the first brand, that is Noodlebox. Let me just introduce the Noodlebox, by the way. Noodlebox is Australia's most loved noodle brand, boasting over 90 restaurants nationwide. Founded 26 years ago by 2 Australians inspired by the vibrant hawker food markets in Southeast Asia. The brand aims to evoke the nostalgic of Southeast Asian night markets by delivering authentic dishes with intense flavor, fresh ingredients, and the distinctive taste. Now, would request Suraj sir to please, introduce this brand to the audience.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank all of you for taking out your time to join this Navaratri session of Bharat Franchise Show along with us. So in this 9 days, we will be presenting, both Frank Global and Franchise India will be presenting a lot of opportunities from the Indian and the international market. which we feel are very potential brands which we can look out for expanding in India. India as a market is very dynamic. So we, along with Franchise India, have gone in to different international markets, have seen the brands which are performing well out there. And we have seen that these are the brands which we felt that there is a huge opportunity in the vertical or in the segment in which we are looking out for these brands to grow in India. So I'm very pleased to present four brands from the Frank Global today in the Bharat Franchisee Show, where I, along with our management, feel that these are brands which have got huge potential of expansion in India. There is already brands which are there in this vertical, but there is a huge scope because this brand has established itself as a brand in the market in whichever they are, or the region in whichever they are currently established. And as an opportunity, India being a very dynamic market, we feel that these brands will flourish in both a unit and an area developer model. So before going into the brand presentation, I would like to give an understanding that we are open for discussion for all the brands which we are going to present as a unit franchisee, where your single unit investment will be the cost of investment which is going to be there, in which the entire amount is not to be paid to the brand or to the franchisee or the franchisor who is going to get the brand. It is only the franchise fees which you need to pay. The rest of the amount is basically the cash in bank or the amount in bank which you need to have as your budget for executing this brand as a unit or area developer in whichever region or whichever city you are looking out for. So I'm very pleased to present one of the top brands which is from Australia. The name of the brand is Noodlebox, which significantly by the name you can understand this is a brand which is into the Southeast Asian, Pan-Asian food category. It's a brand which is there for more than 20 plus years in the Australian market and has more than 90 operational outlets currently there in Australia. Uh, why this brand? Now you must be knowing that in India there is a huge palatability of Southeast Asian or the Pan-Asian cuisine, which we say, and there is a huge consumption of Asian food, which is predominantly dominating a lot of markets. So this food are both in the vegetarian and in the non-vegetarian category. And the best thing about Noodlebox as a brand is that the entire space required to execute this project is very nominal. It is between 300 to 600 square feet, and we can go in for a QSR model, which is in a food court, or we can go in for a dine-in model, which is like a full-fledged restaurant setup. Now, to give you an why noodle box. So one is that it is for the last n number of years working out in Australia, and it has established itself as a brand. The menu is established. It's a well-proven menu. Uh, the business and operational support, which is the brand is going to provide, is exceptional. It's a customized Indian menu which we are going to offer. So many of our investors, when they come to us, they feel that an international brand which is coming into India will not work because most probably they are following a cuisine which is palatable to the taste and the food of the people which from which country they belong to. It's not like that. So as you know that customization is very important. So any brand which is entering India definitely will be looking out for customizing the menu as per the Indian taste and the region also. So India is a very dynamic region. So there are many regions where protein works in different varieties. There are many regions where vegetarian population is there. So we will be exploiting and we will be exploring those regions and we'll be preparing a customized menu based on that region. It's a multi-brand business. So it's a multi-brand business because this brand is not only focused on a specific Southeast Asian region, but it is focused on all the Southeast Asian countries where predominantly the noodle box concept is based out of. What we are looking for investment, so we are looking out for ambitious investors who has a very positive attitude and is ready to invest in a franchisee brand which is looking out for a area developer and a master franchisee model for entire India. Uh, he should be a very passionate customer service person, able to motivate a team, has good fund backup, and also a very hardworking team player, because any brand which is coming cannot establish itself in any region or any country until unless the investor is is very excited not only to open up a unit but also to develop the region along with us. So, what were you looking forward for this brand? So, quickly, I will take you through the investment opportunities just to give you an idea about how the investment is and how the investment opportunity as a franchisee model is looking out for. So, we basically have two models. So, one is the QSR model and one is the CDR model. So, if you are going in for a QSR model, your total investment will be coming to as low as 25 lakh rupees, in which 5 lakh rupees is going to be the franchise fees. Uh, so we basically have two types of models. So one is a 800 square feet model, which is there. Sorry. And the second one is a 300 square feet model. So in a 300 square feet model, the total investment comes to around 20 lakh rupees, and 5 lakh rupees is the franchise fees. So total investment will come to 25 lakh rupees, in which your total revenue generation, which will come, is between 8 to 10 lakh rupees in a month. The second model is basically a 600 square feet store, in which 800 square feet store in the total investment is going to be around 60 lakh rupees, and your franchisee fees will be 15 lakh rupees. So if you are looking out for these two models, then we would be ready to discuss for all these models in whichever region or whichever city you're looking out for. We also have an opportunity where you can go in for an area developer right, in which the right for one area for opening up at least 40 units will come to 80 lakh rupees, where you have to open up one a flagship store where the cost will come to around another 50 lakh rupees. So your total investment will come to around 1.3 CR. And the best thing is that if you are going in for a master franchisee, then you will get 70% of the franchise fees share, which is 70% of 5 lakhs of 300 square feet and 15 lakhs for the 800 square feet. Royalty, which is at 7%, will be at 50% share. And royalty from your own unit, you have to pay only 50% of it. So you become the entire owner of the business. We are expecting a total payback period of 21 months, which is around 1.8 to 1.9 years. But this is taken on the higher side. So we expect that within 1.5 years, if you're going in for a master franchisee, you will be able to get back your payback, which you have basically invested as a master franchise. Excuse me. Which you have invested as a master franchise. So this is all about Noodlebox. If anybody is interested to franchise this brand in whichever city or whichever region you're looking out for, I'll be sharing my details. Please don't hesitate to get in touch with me to discuss more about this opportunity. As you all know that Asian food and Pan-Asian food is a great opportunity for expansion in India. And we will be looking out for anybody who is ready to discuss, even for a 2-tier, 3-tier city, where we can go in for a multi-unit deal also. So that's all from my side for Noodlebox.
Thank you so
Bharat,
much.
we can
Thank
go
you, sir.
ahead with that.
We'll now move on to the next brand, that is the Pickleball Kingdom. The Pickleball Kingdom is a premier indoor pickleball franchise dedicated to fostering community engagement and providing state-of-art facilities for enthusiasts of all skill levels. Founded in May 2022 in Arizona, the flagship location features 15 individually fenced court, mezzanine viewing area, pro shop, snacks bar, and locker room and showers. And the same, the concept is now, looking for, expansion in India. In case
Thank
if
you.
you would like to go for it, my suggestion is to please get in touch with Suraj sir after this webinar.
So Pickleball Kingdom is a brand which is from USA, and By the name, you all must be knowing that pickleball is one of the most famous games as per as the current sports which is trending in India is focused on. The difference about Pickleball Kingdom as a brand is that this brand is looking in for opportunity for expansion in only area franchisee model. So Pickleball Kingdom is an indoor pickleball playing court concept. The minimum court which you can have is between 6 to 8 courts, and the maximum, which is a 10,000 square feet area, and the maximum you can go up between 16 to 18 square feet, 16 to 18 courts, which is a 35,000 square feet area. The good thing about a pickleball kingdom is that it is it is a competition with fun. It is physically, socially, and spiritually a very active game which is there. It is a very interesting sports which you can play. But many of us have the concept that pickleball is something which can be an outdoor game also. So if anyone knows about pickleball, pickleball is a very light ball, so it cannot be played outdoor. And the biggest challenge about any outdoor facility is that it has restrictions during tough weather conditions, like during summers or during extreme winters. Those courts cannot be operational. The ROIs for Pickleball Kingdom, or being a higher investment, works better because the entire concept is indoor. So you can generate your revenues from plays. You can generate your revenues from cafes which are there inside. You can generate your revenues from personal coaching, which is available out there. It's a very, very, very flexible model. There is an entire technology which is used for booking all the courts. There is a technology which is used for each and every members which is there for which they can use these memberships and they can drive the subscriptions which are there. And also there's a lot of competition and social activities which revolves around this pickleball kingdom, which makes itself a very unique brand and very different from the current pickleball courts and the pickleball brands which are available in India. If anybody is looking in for an opportunity, the reason you should look in for a brand like this is it becomes very successful as a franchisee. It is a brand which is very easy and cost effective. So the investment for a single unit comes between 80 lakhs to 1.2 CR, depending upon this size you would like to open. And the revenue model and the business model is going to be planned by the brand so that you can actually gain your ROIs within 2.5 to 2.8 years. So we are looking in for anyone who is interested for this brand for franchising in India. And also we have the franchisee rights for this brand in GCC. So if anybody is looking in for this opportunity for GCC, we would be interested to discuss with you on the project. And we would be interested to share with you the proposal looking into the region you are planning to open in, the number of multi-units if you are looking in for you are planning to open in, or if you are looking in for an area rights or a master rights for entire India or GCC. We will not be open to for a single unit for this brand because the ROIs doesn't work for a single unit. And we will be only interested for area developers or master franchisees who are ready to invest and operate this brand in India and GCC. That's all from my side for Pickleball Kingdom. Thank you, Bharat. We
Right.
can
Thank
drive
you
on to
so
the
much,
next
sir.
brand.
I mean, do we have, at any particular state?
Sorry, Bharat, I got disconnected.
Okay, I was just asking, have we decided, are we aiming at any particular city or any like state for the area developer?
No,
Uh,
we are open for
uh,
discussion for entire India. So
all
we are
India.
looking out for preferably for master franchisees for this brand who is ready to take the entire India rights. Or we have divided the entire country into four regions: north, south, east, and west. So for each area, we are looking out for an investor who is ready to open up 2 or 3 units of his own, and he takes the master franchisee rights for 25 units for that entire region. And the entire agreement period will be for a period of 10 years in which he has to develop the entire number of units which is there. And as a franchisee and as a sub-franchisee, whatever the sub-franchisee fees is, the area developer is going to get 50% from the sub-franchisee fees and 50% from the royalty. So the earning potential is huge. Also, the area development can manage the supply chain model and opening of these new parks through its supply chain by creating these parks for the sub-franchisees which they are planning to open.
Right. If you would like to look into how these facilities are, I just have shared their website in the chat box. So you can look into the facilities that they are providing. I think very soon we will have lot many brands, with the similar facilities for the youngsters or those who like playing indoor games. So in case if you are interested in that, you can contact us on our hotline number, or you may contact Swaraj sir directly on his number. He already has shared his number in the chat box. Yeah. All right. So moving on to the South African brand, we now have a sausage saloon. Sausage Saloon is a prominent South African fast food chain specializing in gourmet hot dogs. Established to fill a market gap for fast, fresh, and tasty hot dog, the brand has expanded significantly, offering an extensive menu with over 5,000 combination of hot dogs, toppings, and sausage. Now, I would request Swaraj, sir, please introduce this brand.
So it's great to present this brand, and as you know, that hot dog is one of the QSR categories which India is looking out for, because India has developed QSR categories into burgers, into pizzas, into fried chicken, but there is no category which has been developed for hot dog. So that's where a brand like Sausage Saloon comes in, with more than 27 years experience in the franchising business, with more than 87 operational outlets in the international market. We are very pleased to also inform you that we have sold the first rights for this brand in for Noida and for Gurgaon, and our properties will be coming up very soon in Noida and Gurgaon. The best thing about this brand is that it is a QSR brand. It is quick service. It does not require very high capital for opening up a unit. Also, the preparation time is very quick. You just to have very nominal equipments for franchising a brand like this. So your cost of investment in the equipment is also very less. And the ROIs are great because this brand is actually a brand which is serving more than 100 portions a day in whichever country they're currently operational. In Dubai and Abu Dhabi, they have more than 5 units that are operational, and we'll be having our Indian unit operational very soon. So you can see that they have two formats. So one is a 300 square feet and one is a 500 square feet. So a 300 square feet format works between 25 to 30 lakhs for a single investment, and a 500 square feet format works between 40 to 45 lakhs for a single investment. So this is the region where they are planning to expand by 2030, and this is going to be one of the top brands in the international market as far as a QSR brand is focused on. Would like to discuss more in details about this brand if anyone is interested. So please do share your contact number or details. I have shared my email ID and number if you're interested for this brand. So we would love to discuss with all of you if you are looking out for a area developer right, or even for a single unit for this brand anywhere in India. Thank you, Bharat. We can go in for the next brand.
All right, thank you, sir. We'll now move on to the next brand. The next brand is La Donateria. La Donateria is a rapidly expanding gourmet donut and coffee franchise known for its handcrafted, fresh, and irresistible tasty donuts. Established in 2015 in the UK, the brand has grown from over 90 signed franchise shops across 17 countries, including cities like Vienna, Munich, Copenhagen, Paris, Barcelona, and Dublin. This brand is now looking for the India expansion, Let's look into the brand first. And in case if anyone would like to be a part of their successful journey, you can contact Mr. Suraj, uh, on his number. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Bharat. So I'm very pleased to present a category of brands today. So if you see that in a Bharat Franchisee Show, which Brand Global is conducting, we have given you brands which have actually done significantly excellent in the markets which they are present. So that's where a brand like La Donateria comes in. Today in India, we know that coffee shop as a model is doing excellent. So that's where La Donateria as a coffee shop model can be called as as an Insta Cafe brand. So this is a brand which is serving fresh donuts. So in India, the concept of donuts is that donuts is basically baked and then it is kept and then it is served. La Donateria is an experience center. It's not only for the kids, but also for the adults. So basically, their focus is to serve delicious, freshly made donuts in their cafes, which they are there. So their contribution is from donut sales. They also have coffee. They also have other menus which are out there, which is there to enhance. But the entire concept about this brand and the excellent uh, donuts which they make makes the entire cafe a very aromatic place to be in. So uh, this is how their products look like. It is very colorful. It is very fresh. It's very lively. This is the coffee shop models which they have. So if you can see, the coffee shop model is very, very different. They use very light, attractive design colors for making it a Insta cafe look so that people can come in and they can spend the time. It is an experience which they sell along with the fresh donuts and the cafes which they have. There were a lot of confectionery and bakery items also, but the main focus or the USP of the brand is the fresh cafes, is the fresh donuts which they make, which makes it very, very different. So it's not only that the kids, the adults also can enjoy their time by coming in their coffee shops and enjoying their sessions and times out there. Now, what are the different occasions in which these brands basically have as a revenue model? So it is basically the morning cafes, the breakfasts, the sweet treat cravings, which are there in most of the Indians. They have anniversaries, birthday parties, and on-demand caterings, which they do for all their guests which they are coming. And also, they are a part of many birthday parties where they go in and they serve their fresh donuts which they are making out there. What is the customer profile? The customer profile is basically millennials, families with children, and tourists who come in for the experience. The USP of the brand is, as I told you, is fresh donuts. It's the design, is the lean operations. You basically have a very lean operations. You don't have to be dependent on a back area kitchen for supporting your bakery and confectionery. Or every material which is served in the menu is prepared in front of the guest, and that's what makes it a very different experience. Their achievements have been they have currently opened up in more than 15 countries with 60 operational units, which is there. They have registered trademarks in 34 countries, including India. They have got global franchisee awards and they have more than 150,000 social media followers. So you can go into their Insta account and see the brand, which will give you the feeling and the concept about why this brand is different from the other brands which are there. Uh, Although this brand is looking out for an opportunity for a master franchisee, but they are ready to even open up single unit franchisees for the regions they are looking out for. So the franchise fees is just 10 lakh rupees, and your cost of opening up a unit comes to around 60 lakh rupees for a single unit. As a special offer, the brand is ready to give a right of 10 units at 1 CR if anybody is looking in for a master franchisee, for an area franchisee for any region. And he or she has to open up only one unit, which is another cost of 50 lakh rupees. So that in a total investment of 1.5 CR, you can get one single unit opened and a master franchisee right for 10 units for whichever area or region he is looking out for. So we'll be looking out for anyone who is ready to invest and operate this brand in not only metro cities but also non-metro cities in single units. And also, if anybody is ready to take the rights and also do the entire supply chain model for not only his unit but also for the city or the region where he is taking the master franchising. So the income opportunity is not only from area franchisee rights, from the franchisee fees here, but and all the royalty, but also having a centralized kitchen in which the brand can do the supply and keep a markup on the on the cost price on which they are providing it to the franchisees. So this is a brief detail about the brand. The specialty is their coffee. The specialty is their high quality tea and hot chocolates which they have. They have lemonades, smoothies, ice creams, everything which is there, which actually gives your smooth, sweet taste, sweet cravings a different genre on its own. So this is how the concept is. So we would love to talk to anybody who is interested for franchising this brand and is looking out for an opportunity in different parts of the country for taking the rights of this brand and franchising it. So if you have any queries, you can definitely be in touch with me. I would like to discuss more in details about the brand. We can also discuss in details about the revenue model and the revenues which you will be generating and the different cost structures which are there, and also the ROIs for both a single unit and a master franchisee for this brand for whichever city or region you are looking out for. That's all from my side. If anybody has any questions, you can put it up. We will be ready to take in any questions, or we have shared our details and our email ID for you to be in touch with us so that you can discuss all these brands and we can individually give you an update for each and every brand which is there as an opportunity in Franchise India and Fran Global. That's all from my side, Bharat. I would request you to take it ahead and close the session.
Great. Thank you so much, sir. I think all these four brands have a very good future, and I mean, it creates really a lots of opportunity for those who want to go with the international brand, that too in the different segments that we already have discussed today. So that's it for everyone today in the Bharat Franchise Show. I know that you would like to talk more about the brand in more details, and that is the reason why we already have shared the number. Suraj sir can be contacted on his number, which is there on the chat box. Also, in case if you would like to get in touch with Franchise India, you can contact us on our hotline number, that is 9717683838. I'm just putting this in the chat box. Here it is. So you can contact us on our centralized number, or you may contact to Suraj sir immediately after this call. So that's it, everyone. Tomorrow we will again come back with a new brand, new bunch of brand, and we'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. That's it. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining.
Thank
Have a nice
you,
day.
Bharat. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.